Hello there.
Welcome back to Mercy School. This is section 104, Beginner Damage Boosting. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at Mercy's damage boost ability.
Let me hear.
There's much more to this skill than meets the eye, but let's start with the basics. Mercy's damage boost makes the target do 30% additional damage. The beam can be attached from up to 15 meters away. And when in Valkyrie, the beam branches out to additional targets, just like the heal beam.
Still with you.
Also, it's important to know that the damage boost is applied when the
I get
damage
the
is
idea.
initiated, and not when it hits the target. With hit scan heroes like McCree and Ashe, this isn't important, but heroes with slow projectiles like Zarya's secondary fire, this is very important to realize. The reason it's important to know is because it gives you more free time to heal. What I mean by that is you can stop damage
should be at
boosting
peak
as soon as the
performance
projectile is fired, rather than holding the damage boost all the way until the projectile makes contact with the target. The best example of this is Ashe's dynamite. If you need to stop damage boosting Ashe to go heal someone else, as soon as she's thrown the dynamite, the buff is applied. You don't need to hold the damage boost until the dynamite explodes. It applies when the projectile is thrown, assuming you're holding your damage boost on them at the time.
Powered up. Smoke them out of there.
Damage boosting is a very powerful skill that, when used correctly, can win games. The toughest damage boosting decision for new Mercies is, well, when to use it. If you damage boost when you should be healing, then you're going to get your team eliminated. If you don't use it when your target is full HP, then you're not going to get the maximum value out of Mercy. The most simple rule to follow when damage boosting is to heal your target if they're missing HP and damage boost them when they're at full HP. Practicing this is the first step towards damage boosting without even having to think about it.
Smoke them out of there. Ow, ow, ow. I get the idea. You should be at peak performance levels.
So that brings us to the next question. Who do we damage boost? The answer to that question is complicated, but generally, your DPS are great heroes to damage boost. Ashe and Pharah are the most generic heroes to combo with damage boost. With a damage boost, Ashe can one-shot 200 HP enemies with her headshots, and Pharah can do devastating damage with a direct shot. Other heroes that do exceptionally well with a damage boost include Reaper, McCree, Genji, Bastion, Junkrat, Roadhog, Soldier 76, Tracer, Winston, Zarya, and Zenyatta. However, that doesn't mean you can't damage boost the other heroes. It's just that those heroes deal bigger bursts of damage, or getting the damage boost brings them over a damage threshold that allows them to secure kills more easily. A good example of this would be Roadhog, where when he hooks somebody, he has to follow up with a primary fire, and if he doesn't hit enough of the shots, it won't eliminate the person in one hit. But if you damage boost him, the likelihood of him one-shotting that target goes up exponentially. So that's something to think about. There's one final thing even new Mercy players should be on the lookout for. If you see someone on your team is about to deal a giant burst of damage, you may want to consider damage boosting it, even if it gets one or two of your teammates eliminated from not receiving healing.
I get the idea. You've got this. Thanks.
For example, if your Zarya lands a grab with 3 or more people in it, and you see your Roadhog pull out his whole hog ultimate, drop what you're doing and go damage boost it. Another example would be if your Ashe throws Bob onto the field, and you see that it's going to stop in a great spot, where it'll get multiple seconds of gunfire on the enemies. You may want to fly to somewhere near it, and damage boost it during this time period to increase the likelihood of turning that damage into eliminations.
Get in there, Bob. Don't let up on them.
And that concludes today's lesson. There's no better way to get better at damage boosting than to try it. Now that you know what to try and what to look for, you can get out there and practice damage boosting. When done correctly, damage boost is an extremely powerful tool that Mercy can use to win games. If you enjoyed class today, be sure to subscribe. Sharing the video and hitting the like button are also great ways to help out. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you like this class, consider attending the other courses in this playlist. Until next lecture, Angela Ziegler, signing out.
Damage boost engaged. Let me handle it.